Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing a mukbang and answering some questions so you guys can get to know us a little bit. We got food from the Lost Cajun. It's like a Cajun place here in town. And we have like fries, hush puppies, gator bites. What'd you get?
Seafood platter, 5 pieces of catfish, fried oyster, and
Shrimp.
fried shrimp.
Yes. And then I got Alfredo. I got chicken Alfredo. Also, if you hear my daughter, she's like right here eating and playing, so she's gonna be interrupting a little bit. This is my food. Our first question, our most asked question, is how did we meet?
So I went to the mall in Arkansas. Just got out of basic training, wanted new clothes to look good. So I stopped by Express with a buddy of mine, and I see I see a pretty lady in there, which happened to be Zoe. So I talked to her and asked her like if she could help me out to choose an outfit, I believe.
I approached you.
Huh?
I approached you.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What did I do?
So I was working, and I was the manager of Express, and like I was walking around the store, you know, doing my thing, helping people, making sure my employees were doing what they were supposed to be doing, whatever. And I saw him, and I told my coworker, who happened to be a gay guy, and I was like, that dude's really cute. And he's like, yeah, he is. And I was like, I'm gonna go talk to him, or I'm gonna go see if he needs help. And so I go up to him and I'm like, hey sir, how are you doing? He had a whole bunch of clothes in his hand already, so I was like, do you need me to get you a fitting room started, because that's what you do at Express? And he was like, oh, I'm done. Yeah, let's start a fitting room. And so I walked into the fitting room, and he went in there and he tried his clothes on, and then he came out. I don't even remember what happened after that.
And then what?
Do you remember what happened after that?
I wanted to go out with you.
Yes.
And so
He told
I
me
didn't want to be weird, so I said I'll give you my number.
Let's give him
And
some
if you
details.
hit me
though.
up. Oh, what?
He came out. He came out of the fitting room. And I was like, oh, did anything work out for you? Blah, blah. And he was like, no, not really. But he was like, but I really like your outfit. I think you look really pretty. And I was like, oh, wow, thank you. I had like a long black maxi skirt and a white crop top on. So like.
Looking fine.
But yeah, then after that, you were like, he's like, what? He told me, what is there to do around here? Because he had been there for like 2 days. He's like, what's there to do around here? And I was like, oh, a couple of my friends and I are going out tonight. Like, if you want to come with us, like, you can bring your friends and like we can all go out in a group. And you were like, oh, okay, that sounds good. And so yeah, you gave me your number. You're like, I'll give you my number. You can hit me up after you get off of work.
Which I thought you weren't going to do.
Yeah.
Took forever.
He said, well, I was the manager and I closed that night, so I didn't get out of there until like 11:30. He said he was at Twin Peaks with his friends, and he was like, I'm telling him like, oh my gosh, she's not gonna hit me up, like, dang it, like I ruined it, I should've got her number. And so I finally hit him up, and I was like, hey, we're going out to this one club. And at the time I was 18 and you were 21. So I was like, we're gonna go to this one club, and it was like a Spanish club. And so he met me up there with like our friends and stuff, and like
My white friend.
yeah, his like
Who didn't know how to dance.
yeah. Anyway, so after that we went to the Spanish bar and we danced. Did you stop? We danced some bachata, and then I left, and he wanted to go to another club. And he kept texting me all night long, like, please, like, come out with us, like, go to this other club with us, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I'm done for the night, like, it's done, I'm good. Y'all go have fun, whatever. Then the next weekend, he invited me out, and we literally spent the entire weekend together. But after that night, like, we talked nonstop, and it was basically, like, his birthday weekend, that weekend and the next weekend, because his birthday was, like, on Wednesday or something. And then we went out, like, on our first formal date. That weekend, that Friday, we went to an Italian restaurant. Bravo's in the Brook. And we spent that whole weekend together. And we've been together ever since. Literally. Ever since. As a matter of fact, after 2 weeks of like knowing each other, and like when we weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend, he didn't ask me out for like 2 or 3 months or something like that. But literally in 2 weeks, he was like, I love you. And I was like, you don't even know me. What the hell? And I remember texting my best friend and being like, dude, this guy just told me he loved me. And she's like, what the hell? And she said, just text him back, love ya, LOL. And like, don't make it serious. And I was like, okay. But that happened, and then he was only there for 3 weeks. You were only like in Arkansas for 3 weeks. So when he left, he was like, I'm gonna marry you. And I was like, or he's like, I'm gonna marry you by next year. And I was like, again, you don't even know me. I'm not even your girlfriend. What is wrong with you? You are crazy.
I could sense things.
Sure enough, we got married the next year. Yeah, that's how we met. So another question was, how long have we been together? How long have we been together, babe?
Almost 6 years.
No, we've been together for 6 years. We've been married for almost 6 years. Our 6-year wedding anniversary is next month. Also, I got a question about like who proposed, or like how did you propose?
Who proposed first?
Guys, he didn't propose at all. There was no proposal. We literally decided to get married on the way home because he lived in Texas. He was stationed in Texas and I still lived in Arkansas. And on the way there, like, I was going back to Texas and he was driving me, I was going back to Arkansas and he was driving me. He was like, why don't we just get married? I was like, you gotta ask my parents. I was like, you gotta ask my parents because I had just turned 19. So I was like, yeah, you gotta ask them. And my parents were like, you're an adult, you can do what you want. So we ended up getting married.
What's your hometown? My hometown is Greenville, South Carolina.
Which is where we live now. And I'm from Dallas, Texas. I was born there and spent my childhood there. And then when I was 11 or 12, I moved to Arkansas. I went to middle school and high school in there. Someone asked why we decided to get married so young. Honestly, it wasn't for like the best reason. I mean, it was not a horrible reason, but it wasn't like an amazing reason either. We decided to get married because we didn't want to have a long distance relationship. And the only way he could move out of the dorms when he was in the military was if he was married. So like I couldn't have lived with him. Like we couldn't have been a couple and lived together if we didn't get married. Oh, what's your biggest pet peeves with each other? Mine is that he bites his nails.
My pet peeve is I like to try new food. So like when I try to go to a restaurant that's different, I get her to eat something and she's always picky and doesn't want to eat what I tell her to eat. And kind of like seafood, we're over here eating catfish.
I hate seafood. There's very little things that I like that are seafood.
Yeah, but it's all good.
It's not all good.
Everything's good.
Like, I don't like crab or lobster, which people, I'm sure, think is crazy. I don't like oysters.
She doesn't like sushi.
I don't like sushi. Sushi is, and I've tried it too. I don't like it.
Sushi's amazing.
Can't do it. Can't do it. But I like things like octopus, squid, shrimp, gator, tilapia. I can do like whitefish, flounder.
So catfish.
Yeah, catfish isn't bad when it's fried. He just gave me a piece of his. It's not bad when it's fried. But I don't like exotic foods. I don't like spicy foods. I don't like sauces. Sauces are a big thing to me. Like, I hate trying new sauces.
What nationality are you?
We're both American.
What?
Your nationality is what country were you born in? We're both born in the U.S. I think the person meant to ask. Yeah, I think the person meant to ask, "What are we?" A lot of people like confuse that. Like they say, "What nationality are you?" When really they mean, "What ethnicity are you?" Nationality is just where you're born at. So we're both American. But what are you?
I'm Colombian.
He's Colombian, full blood. He's first generation American. And I'm Mexican and Irish. My mom's side of the family is Irish. My dad's is Mexican.
Are you expecting anytime soon?
Hell no. Hell to the no. I have a 2-month-old over there. No babies anytime soon. I think someone asked like if we want more kids too. Also, no, we do not. We plan on stopping right here.
What are your jobs?
I am a stay-at-home mom, but I also do YouTube on the side. I have a beauty channel that is fairly successful. I do get paid for it, so I do help with our income.
I work on airplanes and helicopters, pretty much maintaining them, fixing them, ready to fly.
How many different aircrafts have you worked on?
Like 7. Have I told you
About what?
that you're beautiful?
Stop it. As I stuff my face.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. Who's the jealous one in the relationship? No. I don't think either of us are jealous, really. Not anymore. When we first met,
Yeah.
we both were. We were both very, very, very jealous. Like,
That was bad.
like toxically jealous. Yeah, like it was not a good situation. But now that we're older and we've been married for a while now, neither of us are really jealous at all. Like, me and my husband have gone to like restaurants and like the waitresses have hit on him in front of me, or like we'll go out shopping and like the girls who work at like in the retail stores, like they'll hit on him and I'll be right there with him, like with my child. Like, they don't care. My mom used to always be like, does that not bother you? And I'm like, no. He's not going home with them. Because like I know he's good looking. Even some of you guys have commented and told me that he's good looking, or like in my other videos on my other channel, people always have something to say about how good looking he is.
I'm stuffed.
So I'm like, I'm used to it.
You get a few nods here and there, but not like me.
No, you definitely get, out of both of us, the one who gets the most attention out of our relationship is definitely him. Like, girls are like completely like ruthless. Like, they do not care.
How's your baby doing with you, your daughter, and your husband?
Good. He does fine. I mean,
I can't keep him quiet.
no. He definitely prefers me over anyone and everyone. But I mean,
Let me see this.
he's a newborn, so we're both of our kids' plans. Kind of not. We weren't trying to have them, but we weren't not trying to have them, if that makes sense. Someone asked, have you ever had times where you thought you couldn't do it anymore? I don't know if you mean in our relationship or just like in life in general. I'm gonna assume in our relationship. But yes we have. The whole, like, the first year and a half of our marriage was really, really hard. We did not know each other. We got married after 4 months of dating. We did not know each other. And we kind of jumped into our marriage unprepared for, like, what marriage was supposed to be about. So we struggled a lot the first year. We butted heads like crazy. Carlos tells me all the time, like, how he's so surprised that we made it out of that first year. So yes, we did, but we stuck it out. We stayed by each other's side, learned how to communicate with each other. We learned how to forgive each other, and we're still here. Somebody said, what do I do for birth control? I don't take birth control. I've never. Pull-out games are real strong. No, I've never taken birth control since we've been married. I stopped when we got married. And I don't take birth control. We do natural family planning. We do really well with it. We've been together for 6 years and only have 2 kids, so.
Pretty sure that's all the questions.
Yeah, I think so. That's pretty much it.
Thanks for watching us eat.
Sorry if this mukbang was like kind of all over the place with the kids and then, you know, all the noises. But we gotta go.
Yeah, we do.
Check the description box for our social medias if you want to follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. Check down there. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. Share our video with, you know, your mom, your grandma, great grandma, cousin, your friend, your boyfriend, like everybody. Share it. But yeah, we'll see you guys later in our next video. Peace.
Bye.